Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's functional fitness class. You want to have some weights available, a chair, some water. Make sure that you've got good shoes on, and let's get started. So we're going to start with a march. Just nice and easy. Take a few deep breaths, check in with your body. Make sure you have some clear space around you for our warm-up. And remember, do what you can. Modify it if you need to, challenge if you feel ready, and make sure that you're always listening to our body and breathing. So let's do a few more marches. Good, and we're going to switch to a jumping jack. So one leg out, both arms. You can do one arm at a time. You can make the movements bigger or smaller. Arms can go overhead. Again, listen to your body. Do what feels right for you. And if you really feel energetic, feel free to do a full jumping jack with both legs going out and in at the same time. One more each side. Okay, we're going to do a V step forward. So we're going to start with the right foot. We're going to step wide, wide, then go back, narrow, narrow. So wide, wide. So imagine we're making the letter V. And again, you can make those movements as big as small or small as you want. You can add some arms. Let's do one more. Good, and then we're going to do V step back. Make sure your chair is not in the way. And we're going to start with our left foot. So we're going to step back wide, wide, and then step forward, narrow, narrow. So back, back, forward, forward, back, forward, forward. Just moving our hips a little bit differently. Different pattern for our brains. Let's do one more. Good, and then step forward. Let's do some shoulder rolls. You can do one at a time. You can go forward or you can go back. If you've been spending time at your computer, doing a lot of driving, doing crafts, you might want to just do shoulder rolls back because that natural tendency is to have our shoulders go forward. Good, let's do one more. And then just a few wrist circles. Both directions. Good, and then stepping our feet just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We're just going to do a gentle twist. So we're just going to let our arms kind of wrap around our torso, keeping our legs and hips stable at first. Check in, see how your back feels. And then you can add a little bit, lifting one heel and the other, adding a little bit more to the twist. Let's take a few more twists to each side. We're just warming up. So we're just gently warming up the spine. You might feel a little bit in your hips as well. Good, let's do one more twist to each side. And then we're going to do a heel dig. So we're going to open up the back of the leg. So we're going to step 1 foot forward and just a little hinge back and reach your arms and then pull back. Other leg, reach. So it's a heel tap forward, little hinge from the hips. So opening up the back of the hips, feeling it in the hamstrings, feeling it in the calves. Arms reach forward and pull back. You can add that active movement to warm up the upper back a little bit as well. Good, let's do one more each leg. And then we're going to go the other way. We're going to do a hamstring curl. So we're going to bring one heel up towards our glutes and the other, and then we're going to press our arms back as we press our heel back and up. So spine stays long here. We're opening up the quads here. We're opening up the front of the shoulders a little bit and across the chest. And again, go at your own pace. If you feel a little unstable, do it one hand at a time and just hold on to the chair. Good. Let's do one more each leg. Good, and we're just gonna do a few more marches. Just to finish up our warm up. So we're gonna mix things up a little bit, do a little bit different patterning when we're going through our little series of exercises. So let's roll the shoulders, take a nice breath, grab a quick drink if you need to, and then we're gonna grab our weights. So our first round, I should say, that we're gonna do 4 rounds of exercises. The first one is a tree hugger. So we can sit in our chairs, we can stagger our stance, little bend in both knees, little hinge from the hips, make your tree shape, and then we're gonna pull back, keep the elbows bent, squeeze the shoulder blades, and come forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, remember you can always stop early. You can also do these with body weights. 4 and 5. Good, roll the shoulders, weights on the chair. Unless you're sitting on your chair, then you might want to put them on the floor next to you. Next we're going to do is a squat. So we can stay behind the chair if we'd like to. We can stay free from the chair. And we're going to do squats. So we're moving to our lower body. So we did shoulders and upper back. We're going to our lower body. So we're going to bend, hinge your hips back a little bit. Bend your knees, slide those hips back. Arms can reach forward and press back up. 2 and up. 3. You can also do it with your arms crossed at your shoulders. 5, 6. And again, behind the chair for stability. 7, 8, 9. Knees stay behind the toes. 10. Press through the heels to come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Roll the shoulders, shake out those legs a little bit. We're going to need our weights again. We're going to our arms now. We're going to do a set of bicep curls. So palms face forward, upper arms stay close to the body. We're going to go nice and slow and steady. Good posture. And here we go. We're going to go all the way up to the shoulders and all the way down. That was 1. As many as you can. 2. And do alternating as well. 3. Smooth up and down with control. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Elbows stay close to the body. 10. 5 more if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Good. Roll your shoulders. 1 more to go. We're going to do a jump rope, and we're going to do that for 30 seconds. So a couple ways to do the jump rope. We're going to use the arms, and then we can either lift alternating heels. We can bring alternating, we can tap alternating heels, or we can tap toes, or we could actually do a little jump. So a couple variations. This obviously is the most intense, a little bit of impact. So you decide which one you're going to do. We're going to try for 30 seconds, and we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I'm going to start with a heel tap forward. Go at your own pace. You can also do this seated if you feel a little unstable today, or we can switch toes, or we can do alternating heels. Maybe that goes a little faster, or we can do a full jump. We have about 5 seconds left, and the 30 seconds is up. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Roll your shoulders, take a breath, grab some water, a little break before we do another round. So grabbing our weights, we can do these seated or standing. We're going to do front raises. So your choice here to do alternating arms, to do it without weights, to do both. We're going to try to go for 15. Obviously, if we're doing alternating, You want to either do 14 or 16, and we're going to keep our core engaged, roll the shoulders back, good posture, good stance, and here we go. We're going to go straight up, don't go higher than your shoulders, and straight down. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're not only working the shoulders, we're working the arms, we're working the core, we're working the back. 6, 7, 8. You can skip a few, go to alternating for a few. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finish up if you're doing alternating, so you do equal number on each side. Next one up, we're going to our lower body. We're going to do a side lunge. So 2 ways we can do this. We can start with our feet wide, wider than our hips, toes pointed forward. We're going to bend one knee, keep the other leg straight, and the hips slide back as we bend one knee and come back up. Hands can be on hips, hands can be on the chair, arms can reach forward, or you can go to a thigh. So we can do that, or you could do a step out and in, and a step out and in. So we're going to try to do 10 each side. That's 20 total. Are we ready? Make sure you have some clear space. And here we go. We're going to go 1, other side, 2, 3. Make sure your spine stays long, hips slide back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, we can step out. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can stay wide. 7, 8, 9. This is the last one. 10. And step back in. Roll the shoulders. Shake that out. Take a breath. Grab a drink if you want. Grab some weights. Back to our arms. We're going to do triceps. We're going to do kickbacks. So again, let's stagger our stance. Little bend in both knees. Hinge from the hips. So spine is long. Arms are straight with the palms in. And then we're going to lift. So our weights come to about our hips. Elbows are slightly bent. This is our starting position. So make sure we don't have our shoulders hunched around our ears. Pull those shoulders back. Keep that core engaged. And we don't want to be looking at our feet. Look slightly ahead, keeping our head in a neutral position. And we're going to kick back and come in. 2. Stop at your hips. 3, 4. So it's controlled both ways. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. Don't let shoulders creep up to your ears. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Come on up. Roll the shoulders. Next, we just need one weight. We're going to do our weight pull and press for our chest. So holding both ends of the weight, we can have a seat if we'd like. We're going to pull first. So we're going to pull for 8, and then we're going to push for 8. So here we go. We're going to pull apart for 1, 2, 3, 4, release. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, release. 4, release. 5, release. 6, release. 7, release, and 8. And relax. Roll the shoulders. We have to push now or press. So bring the weights up again. Relax the top of the shoulders. We're going to press. 2, 3, 4, release. 2, release. 3, This is isometric. You decide how much you want to push. Release. 5. You should feel those chest muscles, that pectorals activate. 6. 7. Again, shoulders down away from the ears. Weight in front of the chest. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Good. Weight down, roll the shoulders, maybe rotate the wrists, grab some water, take a little break. And we're gonna go another round. So we're gonna start with an overhead press. If an overhead press doesn't work for you today, you can do elbow lifts, or you can do another set of front raises, your choice. If we're ready, and again, we can do this alternating. We're gonna try for 15, but again, alternating or with no weight. You can use body weight. Strong core, relax the shoulders, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a break if you need to. Go to alternating. Put the weights down for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And relax. Roll those shoulders. Let's see what's next. Okay, we're going to do a Roman deadlift. So you can stick with both weights. You can go down to one weight, holding it at the end, or you can do no weight. So basically this is a hinge. So we're going to hinge forward, slide the hips back. If we're using weights, they're going to slide down the front, and then we're going to pull, use the glutes, press through the heels, squeeze the glutes to come up. We're going to do 15. Roll the shoulders. Spine stays long. You don't have to go down very far. Little bend in the knee. Here we go. Squeeze and press to come up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, 2 weights, 1 weight, no weights. 6. And you can go a different pace. You don't have to go as low as I'm going. You can go down to here to your knees. 7, 8, 9. Squeeze the glutes. We're not using our back. 10. We're using the back of our legs or hamstrings, glutes. 1, 2, 3. I might have lost count a little bit on this one. We'll do 2 more. 4. If you're done, you're done. 5. If your count is different than mine, roll the shoulders. Let's keep our weights. We're going to do a forearm curl. So arms are down by our side. This time palms are facing back. Upper arms stay close. We're going to keep our wrists in neutral, and we're just going to curl up and down. 2. So we're still working biceps, but we're targeting the forearms a little bit more. 3. Also strengthen for the wrists. 4. Good posture. Have a seat if you'd like. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Roll the shoulders. Put the weights down. Last one in this round is a balance pose. So we're going to stay close to the chair. We're going to see if we can hold the pose for 30 seconds on each side. So shake everything out and roll the shoulders. We're going to shift our weight to the left heel. Let's lift up onto our right toe. 1 or both hands off, your choice to lift the foot, and here we go. See if we can do it for 30 seconds. Find one spot to gaze at. put your toe down or put your hand on the chair if you need a little break, or we're trying to work on our balance. Tall spine, pull the core and press through that standing leg. Core gives us a lot of our balance and stability. Reach through the crown of the head. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. You don't have to lift your leg high. You can hover it off the floor. And we've got 4, 3, 2, 1, and that was 30 seconds. Good job, everybody. Shake that out, roll the shoulder. We do have it the other side. So maybe we'll do better on this side. Maybe we'll do a little worse. We all have a better side. So when we're ready, right leg is standing, tall spine, active core. Let's lift our toe. Keep it there. Lift both hands, one hand, and here we go. 30 seconds on this side. Keep that core engaged. Keep reaching out through the crown of the head. Keep your gaze steady. Keep breathing. Four, 3, 2, 1, and that was 30 seconds. How'd everybody do? Hopefully good. Always something to work on. You don't have to do it in class. You can be doing it all day long. When you're standing at the sink, when you're brushing your teeth. Let's take a water break. Excuse me. And then we have one more round to do. And we're going to need our weights. So first one is upright row. Again, we're going to shoulders and back. So this is for the tops of our shoulders. It's also for our lats, for our upper back, those big muscles that go from our spine up to our shoulders. So weights are together. Roll the shoulders. You can do this seated or standing. And then we bring up underneath our chin and back down. That was 1. 2. You go as high as you feel comfortable. 3. Core is strong, spine is long. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 5 more. Again, take a break if you need to. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Roll the shoulders. What's next? We've got a stationary lunge. So your choice to hold on to a weight or not. You can do this with no weights. We're going to come to the back of our chair. And we're going to have our right side facing the chair. Left leg is going to step back. Weight is going to, or if we're holding on to the weight, that's going to stay in our left hand. So we're going to go straight down, straight up. Remember, we're not leaning forward. We're not bending forward. We go straight up, straight down. So make sure you have enough room. That back heel stays up. Both sets of toes are facing forward. And here we go. We're going to bend both knees and come up for 1, 2, 3. Chairs here just for stability. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Shake that out. Walk that around a little bit. We're going to go to the other side. So same thing. Weight is the weight. We're holding the weight in our right hand. Right foot is stepping back. Tall spine. Keep that core engaged. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. All the way up. Step back in. Roll the shoulders. Grab the other weight and have a seat. We've got 2 more exercises to do, and we're going to do both of those seated. The first one is wrist curls. So we're going to have a weight in each hand. Forearms, palms are down, forearms are on our thighs and stay there. So it's not a big movement. And here we go. We're going to curl for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you have heavier weights, you might stop for 15. And that was 15. So put the weights down, shake out your wrists a little bit. You gotta flip our wrists over. So forearms down, palms are up this time with our weights just in hands kind of hanging off. Core is engaged, so we're not all slumped over. Keep that spine nice and long, pull the belly in, and here we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Roll the shoulders, gently put the weights down out of the way. Last exercise for today's class before our cool down is reverse crunches. So you can either sit at the very front of the chair or you could sit sideways. We're going to do 15, nice and easy. So feet on the floor, tall spine, roll the shoulders, take an inhale, exhale, hinging back, keep that spine long for 1 and pull back up. 2 and pull back up. You can also have your hands crossed. 3, puts a little more weight on your upper body. 4, a little more challenging. 5, you can also hold onto your thighs if you need to. 6, or the chair. 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do 5 more? 1. Keep your feet on the floor. 2, this is all core. 3, 4, and 5. And we're done. Roll the shoulders, take a breath or 2, grab some water, and we'll get ready to do our cool down stretches. So we can do those seated or standing, your choice here. As always, I'm going to do mine seated, but feel free to stand if you prefer. So good posture, hips on the chair, feet on the floor, tall spine. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Good, and right arm's going to reach up. Maybe keep the elbow bent. Maybe we just reach up alongside our ribs or we extend all the way over. 3 breaths here. So make sure that we're extending straight from the side. We're not leaning forward. We're not leaning back. Straight out from the side. Then slowly bring that arm down. Same with the other side. Reach it up and over. Relax the shoulders. Nice, deep, relaxing breaths here. We don't want to force anything. Good, and bring those weights down, or bring that arm down. Bring the arms in front, interlace the fingers, press the palms out, and then we're going to press the palms forward as we pull the belly in, rounding the spine. So a little tuck in the chin, little tuck under the tailbone. Open up those back ribs, open up the back muscles, open up that space between the shoulder blades. And then we're going to inhale, start to bring your arms all the way up, all the way out. Reach those fingertips out. We're going to press the palms up and press out, or palms up, press out. Good. And then press palms down and then press out through the tops of the hand. Just stretching out those forearms, the wrists. Good. Let's circle the wrists forward. Circle the wrist back. And then we're going to bring the arms behind. So we're going to just grab one elbow. So let's grab our right elbow with our left hand. And Take a nice inhale, and then we're gonna gently let our left ear go to our left shoulder. So we're putting a nice stretch along the top of the shoulder, the front of the shoulder. Good. And then we're gonna grab onto the left elbow with the right hand, and then gently drop the ear to the right and stretch out that side. Good, bring that head back up to neutral. Interlace your hands behind, stretch behind if that feels good. Stretching across the front of the chest one more time. Good, and as we release our arms, maybe a few shoulder rolls. And we'll go right into our twist. So nice long spine, exhale, we're twisting to the right. Keep the shoulders relaxed, keep the spine long, your choice to bring that gaze over the right shoulder. And then coming back to center. Inhale, nice long spine, exhale, we're twisting the other way. Keep breathing. And then slowly, let's come back to center. We're gonna walk our feet wide. We're gonna slide our arms down, press arms in to legs, legs into arms. Just a little isometric stretch here for our hips. Good, and then we're gonna turn sideways. Sliding the right hip off the chair, dropping that right knee, sliding that right leg back, or we can grab our ankle. Whatever feels better for you. Keep the spine long now. So we don't want to be all hunched over like this. If that's happening, lower the leg and reach back this way. We're stretching out the quadricep and the hip flexors. Good, and then we're going to just spin it around. Go the opposite direction. So we want the right foot flat on the floor, left hip off the chair, slide it back, or grab the ankle, or your pant leg, or your shoe. Good, and then we're going to come forward, slide the right foot forward, heel down, toe up, little hinge forward. Good, and then as we come back up, point the toe down, and then slide that foot back, bring it up. And then we're going to gently guide the ankle to cross the other ankle, crosses the shin, cross above the knee for our figure four stretch. Again, tall spine, little hinge forward. Good, coming out of the hinge, we're going to gently hold behind this right knee and do some hip circles in one direction and the other. Good, and while we've got that leg up in the air, do a few point flexes for your foot and a few ankle circles. Keep that spine long. Don't slump in your chair, both directions. Good, and bring that foot down, slide the other leg out. We'll start with our hip hinge, open up the hamstrings, the calf, the foot is flexed, the spine is long. Good, as we slide it back in, let's find our figure four stretch on this side. Good, and then we're going to gently pull behind our left knee, doing hip circles in one direction, hip circles in the other direction. In your comfortable range of motion, holding that leg up, some point and flexes, and some circles, one direction, and then the other. Good, bring that foot down, make sure you're secure on the chair before we inhale. One last time, stretching any way that feels good. Take one more nice big inhale, exhale, let's bring our arms down. And we're done with class. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, drink your water, stay active every day, and enjoy each and every day. See you next time. Bye-bye.